Hi folks, Lou here, and because I am sort of a theoretician, you might say, of games, I like to try to find analogies that will help people understand games better. Analogies like my analogy between jazz and conventional music performances for games versus puzzles. Well, this time I'm going to talk about another possible way to think about games and puzzles, which was proposed by someone else, and that is defining a game as having an unknown outcome while a puzzle has a known outcome. Now, that makes considerable sense because, after all, a puzzle has at least one always correct solution that will get you to where your objective is. Whereas games should not have that. If they're games, they should have lots of different ways to achieve something, and what you achieve is going to vary quite a bit. In another way, you could say that puzzles have a lot less variability than games do. And that's because a puzzle doesn't have opposition, whereas games, or at least opposed games, have human opposition. It can make a difference to what happens. Now that's in contrast to parallel competitions like many Euro-style games, where each person is doing his own thing or her own thing and doesn't have to worry about what the other players do or doesn't have to worry much about it. So that they're all trying to solve a puzzle. And whoever solves it best or executes best is the one who succeeds. Well, in those kinds of games, quote unquote games, as well as in puzzles, pure puzzles, you follow a solution and you get to a known outcome. Whereas in games, you might have certain things that you want to do that you know how to do in a particular way that is successful, but you don't have a solution you can follow throughout the game, certainly not step by step. Chess, by the way, and checkers are puzzles because it is step by step, and in fact it can be shown that in chess and checkers, the outcome of a perfectly played game will always be the same. Now, we don't know whether that same will be always white wins, always black wins, or always a draw in the case of chess, but it can be shown that, in fact, there will be the same outcome every time. Not necessarily the same position of the pieces, but the same result. So, how much is this going to help people understand the difference between games and puzzles? I don't know, but take it for what it's worth. Thanks for listening.